everybody, welcome to the new Warrior Shrine. It's an episode that I don't know what it is, but I'll know what it is by the time I upload this. We got a lot of ground to cover. A lot has happened since the last episode.
Yeah, we're gonna be busy, like crazy busy.
So let's just get to it. Up first, let's talk about Evo. That is really recent and timely.
No, it's like it just happened July.
Yestermonth-ish. What happened at Evo, Temp?
God,
I don't even remember.
I think DJT was there.
That's good.
Yeah, no, good for him. Let me get the list out.
Did Tom Brady win?
No, but he did beat Dizzy. He eliminated Dizzy.
That's good. We could talk about Dizzy, but I don't know. He won a major once.
Yeah, no, he won a razor. He won a fucking. He won a.
That's
a
right.
Major.
Maybe Raiden won that major. I don't know.
Yeah, it's There's been Raiden changes since then, of course, and I guess that's another reason to celebrate the patch later. But, yeah, Tom Brady beat Dizzy, and then Dizzy. Then Tom Brady was eliminated by my boy Master Betty, so that was pretty sick. Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude. Although I wish Betty would go back to Reptile. I mean, it's cool that he's doing cool shit with Quan Chi, but I really do miss that guy playing Reptile. Do you remember that match? Like, do you remember pieces of that match?
I don't know if I saw that match. I know I watched the top 8 of Evo, but I don't remember. That's been so long ago, dude.
Well, Tom Brady versus Dizzy, I think, was top 64.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's gonna be. I don't know. Well, here's the thing. Like, it was a close match. Like, it was anyone's match. Like, if that had been like a first to 5, like, heaven knows what would have happened.
Right.
But I was just happy to see him win. Like, that. Seeing Tom Brady win is just fun and exhilarating.
It is. That's what I always hope for in every tournament.
Yeah, but to me, there's 2 real heroes of Evo. First one is being Ketchup, obviously. God, it's so good to see Europeans doing well in Mortal Kombat in America. That is so awesome. And not just doing well, not just getting top 8, but he put Sonic Fox in losers. And then he tranced him afterwards. He did the fucking Quan Chi trance on Sonic Fox in real life. It was so great. Like, you know me, I'm not a big fan of pop-offs, but that's a good pop-off. That is a good example of a great pop-off.
It sounds like it sounds good.
No, it was amazing. And I think the other hero of Evo for me is Milky's situation. Oh man, just everyone just downplaying Reptile, and this guy comes out of nowhere and makes top 8. He looks great doing it, like such swag gameplay. Really good stuff. Those, to me, were the 2 heroes, and I think an honorable mention obviously goes to Foxy Grandpa, who we always knew was awesome. There was never any question Foxy Grandpa wasn't amazing. It always pissed me off that people gave him shit after Evo 2012. Always got on my nerves. The guy got top 16 with a head injury. That pisses me off. But yeah, we know he's amazing, so huge props to him. Sonic Fox 1, that's cool, right?
It's super hype, man.
Yeah, no, it's unbelievably hype. It's like...
That is the definition of hype right there.
Yeah, it's like my fucking blood pressure went up to like 1 billion. It was just, it was unbelievable.
And Sonic Fox doesn't give a fuck. He's not here to make hype things happen. He's here to win.
That dude has made more money in 2015 than I will make in 2.5 years of salary. Like, exactly. That's ridiculous. So that's my thing. No, I mean, props to him. Like, he's undeniably amazing right now. And
yeah. I'm not trying to discredit him.
No, and I just, he's not the funnest to watch, unfortunately. But he is one of the funnest to talk about. I mean, he has blue furries. I don't really know how you
No, that's not that fun for me either, really.
Really, I think the blue furries are amusing.
It was amusing maybe the first couple of times, but now it's just, I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's like watching Goldberg walk to the ring before every match. It's like, we know what's going to happen for the next 15 minutes of this show. He's gonna walk out here and he's gonna win.
Yeah, no, it's cool to see someone that talented, because when someone beats him, it's going to be huge. And technically, Forever King beat Sonic Fox, but it kind of sucks. I mean, he beat him at, I think it was Summer Jam. Gosh, I can't even remember Summer Jam that well. And I feel like no one's talking about it. I think everyone's just like, which sucks. I mean, he played a good match, but I think it's kind of like the Cabal syndrome. Like, if you beat Sonic Fox with Predator, you're just not going to get as much props. Which, I mean, not that Predator's even close to Cabal, but...
No, I don't think, no. Well, Sonic Fox lost to Tanya back in, before EVO. What was that?
I want to say that was...
CEO.
That was CEO.
Yeah, it was CEO.
So, I mean... Tanya lost to Cyber Sub, or if you lost to fucking Grandmaster Sub.
If he lost to Cyber Sub.
That would be epic.
That would be way more hype. I would love that.
Here comes a new challenger. No, that would have been sick.
But yeah, he won EVO. Good for Sonic Fox. That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah, and technically, like, we did our EVO show anyway on Friday morning of EVO, so technically we had an EVO show, right? Yeah,
that was our Prevo show.
It was our Prevo, our post-Prevo show.
Posto.
That sounds delicious. I don't know, like, what the thoughts I take from EVO are Europeans are very talented, Sonic Fox is very good at the game, and, you know, Tanya didn't win. Those are my lasting impressions of EVO. And for some reason, NetherRealm commentators are not allowed to commentate Mortal Kombat.
Are they not? I didn't know this.
Can I get a what the fuck? Why were no NetherRealm tournament players commentating top 8? Like, I love Ultra David and I love Eris. They do not play the game.
You know my opinion of Ultra David.
They do not compete in the game. Well, I give Ultra David more of a pass than I do Eris, because at least Ultra David supported Injustice, and Ultra David kind of like embraced MKX despite all the patches, you know. He kept following it, he kept, you know, analyzing it, he stuck with it. Eris has done nothing but fucking shit talk MK and Injustice and NetherRealm for like, what, 4 years? Why the fuck is he commentating top 8? And again, I like Eris, I think it's hilarious, and he's kind of gotten softer too. He's not as harsh on NetherRealm as he used to be. But why was 16-Bit not up there? Why was Ketchup and Mustard? Mustard is literally known for commentating. That's a role he has done at professional events. Why was... it's just frustrating to me, dude. It's just frustrating.
No, I agree. If you can't get super hype shit on stage, then at least like have something cool with commentary, but I like Eris whenever he's doing stuff, so it's okay. It's better than it could be otherwise.
Well, 16-Bit's literally not allowed to play the game. Why couldn't he commentate top 8?
That's a good question. I wonder that same thing myself.
I mean, I don't mind having... Okay, here's the problem. Here's the dilemma. You can't have someone commentate top 8 if there's even a likelihood they could be in top 8. I get that.
Yeah.
You know, Mustard fucking... Trying to remember who he beat, but he did beat some pretty high-level players. God, I can't... Like I said, it's been some time has passed, but... Mustard, I get it. All right, he's a great player. You can't really risk making him a commentator. But again, 16-Bit is not allowed to play the game. There's a piece of paper in a drawer at NetherRealm Studios that says you are not allowed to play MKX 16-Bit, LOL. So why not him, you know? Like, why the fuck not?
Maybe he doesn't want to.
Well, that can't be right, because he did. He commentated, I think, Top 64 with Seth Rogen. So why the fuck is 16-Bit not allowed to commentate?
Maybe that's his deal. He doesn't want to do it unless TTL Lanny can do it now.
There you go. And if that's the case, I take all my harsh words back. But...
They're a package deal. They're beards before hoes.
It's not fair. Yeah, Pig of the Hut. I mean, we all knew Kenshi probably was not going to get top 8. Kenshi, right. MKX Kenshi is MKX Kenshi. why not Pig of the Hut? You know, I don't get that.
Why not Tom Brady? Who will stop this carnage? Let's just have more of that all the time.
Because even though we think Tom Brady might get top 8, we know fucking Mr. Wizard doesn't think Tom Brady's going to get top 8.
No, so just put him on the mic. It's great.
Oh, man. So that's my thing.
He can talk about cylinders all day. Did you watch any of those videos?
No, I haven't.
I've watched some of those videos. They're great.
I'll check them out. Yeah.
Well, I just told you what you'll find. 10 minutes of the clone is a cylinder. Actually, but that was before this patch. I'm not sure exactly what happened to Grandmaster for the patch.
No one knows what the fuck happened to Grandmaster. What happened to Grandmaster?
I don't know. Did anything happen to Grandmaster?
Yeah, something they put in the patch notes that something has happened to Grandmaster. I think those are Paulo's exact words. No,
yeah. Judging from the stream, that's exactly what happened. Something.
Yeah, so believe it or not, I have not seen that stream. I should probably get on that. But once I found out there was no KP2 news, I was like, fuck it.
Adjusted the validity check on ice statue. That's the vaguest shit I've ever heard in my life.
So does Sub-Zero pay less taxes on his income? What the fuck does that mean?
That doesn't mean anything. It's adjusted the validity check on the ice statue. That's... And wait. Does that mean... Okay, the ice statue, does that just mean it's the EX version?
I think so. I don't know why they have separate names for the EX versions. That drives me nuts.
Yeah, when they just say EX clone and be done with it.
Yeah, I agree.
Or MB clone, if you want to stick with Mortal Kombat terminology. But whatever.
Maybe they're trying to be professional, but I don't know. But I will say this though, just a closing thought on the commentary. I think Ultra David and Eris did a fantastic job. That's not what it's not. I mean, this actually is not even like an analysis of them. This actually has very little to do with them. This has everything to do with Evo and how they select the commentators. Like, they were great. I got no problem with either of those guys, but I guess that covers Evo. I mean, Milky Situation, Ketchup, and Foxy Grandpa. Those to me were the 3 highlights. The 3 just like magic moments of Evo.
Shoutouts. No shoutouts to you, Sonic Fox.
Well, we'll get to Sonic Fox later. We have a lot more Sonic Fox to talk about. Yeah,
that's why we're saving that to last. It's the most exciting. It's the most exciting part.
And, I guess patch notes are next.
Patch notes. What happened in this freaking patch? Besides Sub-Zero validity checks.
Well, that's a good starting point. Let's go to Sub-Zero.
Let's do that.
Let's start with
Scroll all the way down.
Yeah, it's alphabetical. We got to go to S.
There we go.
All right, so let's go over the first change. Air Frost Hammer is now -2 on block. So that means I'm not taking a dumb risk, as dumb of a risk, if I decide to use that hammer. Which honestly, I've used it maybe twice since I bought the game.
You should use it more.
Yeah, I know. I got to get into the rhythm of it. It's not a bad tool. It's a good little psych out. I have to look at the damage percentages. I have to see, like, it's a nice safe aerial option, and if you have a life lead, I think something like this actually makes a lot of sense. I haven't incorporated it into my game yet.
You should do it.
I don't know. It's
-2. You should do it.
Yeah.
And just it seems like it might be fun for just like mind games here and there because it just fucks with jump arcs and shit.
Yeah, because a lot of characters who do have really solid anti-airs, I think that'd be a good answer for. I mean, just the distance you can hit the opponent is safe enough to, I think, make a lot of normals whiff, I think. I gotta test that out, but
if I played Cryomancer, I would be annoying the shit out of people with this.
and you know, the only thing I really want to test it on maybe tonight is Scorpion's Flame Aura, because right now that's gotta be one of the best anti-airs in the game.
Oh, yeah.
So I'd like to see how that turns out.
I also want to test that out on the ice grenade too.
Sub-Zero has an ice grenade?
The ice bomb, whatever that thing, the frost bomb, whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. The armored one especially.
Yeah, the armored one.
See, I was picturing some MK2 shit. I was getting excited.
You know what I'm talking about, Jesus.
Well, I do
know what
now.
These moves are called.
They're called Ice Statue. They're all called Ice Statue.
Ice Statue validity checks.
EX validity check sounds great. I want to do it.
Frost Hammer, 31 startup frames.
Yay?
So wait, that's on the ground. That's ground.
Yes.
That's a ground hammer.
So in other words, it's slightly better than Nightwolf's Lightning Summon in MK9.
Okay.
That's good. Well, actually, no. I think his was like 52 frames. Okay, no, never mind. I mean, does it make a difference? I don't know. Like, do people need that extra 5 seconds to react?
It's okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely not complaining, because Frosthammer has now an amazing use outside of footsie play anyway, so Frosthammer's amazing in other capacities, so I'm not going to bitch. This is cool. This is icing on the cake.
No pun intended.
Icing on the cupcake.
Cool icing.
Oh, alright, cool. The next one is increased hit cancel advantage on forward P, forward P, forward P.
So it's 1-1-1?
I think so.
Yeah, that's 1-1-1 hit cancel advantage.
So basically, before, from what I understand, if you did 1-on-1, you were not able to do the Ice Blast. I never did it, so I'm assuming you couldn't. I think that's something I tested out in April.
Right.
Now you can. Now you can do an Ice Blast from that.
1-1-1 Ice Blast.
Which is actually decent damage. And 1-on-1 was really only used for chip damage in Cryomancer before, so and even then I still wouldn't do it just because it was too risky.
And now it does one more point of damage too.
Yeah, so good stuff. I mean, it's... I feel like if Sub-Zero's going to bust out a sword, which is what he does in that chain combo, it should do more damage. So that's kind of the only disappointment I've ever had with Cryomancer. Why do Ice Blades not hurt that much?
Now they hurt a little more.
Yeah, now they sting a bit. Okay, what's the next one?
Toward front punch, back punch.
I'm mixed. I'm very mixed on this one.
I don't know if I use that. I don't know what that is in Cryomancer.
Well, in Cryomancer, it's his blade. Basically, it has, I think, 17 frame startup.
That's a move I don't have.
He does the 2-blade slash. Now, here's the cool thing about it. You'll see me use this a lot when I play you. What I do is I do forward 1-2, and if you block, that's all I do. I'm at 0, and I get to plan from there. Then it's the Yomi game.
Okay.
If you don't block it, I can confirm into a second forward 2 and launch you for a combo. So this is very potent. Here's the thing. The advantage of being able to have a bigger cancel window for forward 1-2 is you can now cancel it into Ice Blast. My question is, why the fuck would I cancel into Ice Blast if I can get a more damaging combo by just confirming into forward 2 again and launching you? That's my question. So is it bad? No. But yeah, go on.
I guess it would just depend on, like, maybe you want like a hard knockdown option instead of just going for the raw damage, but I don't know what the difference is in Cryomancer, so I don't know.
In Cryomancer, actually, that wouldn't work either because, and we're going to get to this later, but you can now cancel into Hammer at the end of every combo now. That is now an option. And I will always get the hard knockdown.
And that's a hard knockdown?
That's the hardest knockdown.
Okay.
So yeah, oh god, I can't wait to talk about that. That is so sick. So is it useful? I don't think so. Maybe there's something I'm missing. Maybe there's a more damaging combo after forward 1-2 freeze or EX hammer. I just can't think of what it could be. So I'll test that out. Right now, I think his most damaging option is just to confirm into 3, but we'll see. I'll test it out a little more. I could definitely be wrong about that, but right now, it's neither good nor bad. It's just a change. I'll take it. No problem with it. He can't cancel forward 1-2-2 anymore. So if he does do the third hit, there's no cancellation on that. So people are complaining about that. I think it's a fair trade, but whatever. So hit us with the next one, Django.
Well, let me see. Okay, we didn't do the one like the Sub-Zero combo, the towards back kick, back punch into throw. That's really good for Cryomancer. I don't use it that often. So, but now it's reduced damage in Cryomancer by 9.
There's no point complaining about this. They had to do it. The combo potential for that chain is so ridiculous now, they had to reduce the damage. But I mean, like, now that you can combo out of the command grab, there's no point. Like, he would be doing like 45 to 50% combos if they didn't reduce the damage, so...
Right, yeah.
Yeah, this makes perfect sense. So that brings us into the next beautiful buff, which is can now 2-in-1 cancel out of forward 4-2 command grab. This is awesome. This is unbelievably awesome. This is the greatest shit on the planet. Because what I can do now...
Yes, what does this mean for Cryomancer? Because I don't know.
That means that after I do stabby stab stab,
right,
I can cancel and do another special move, which is either, depending on the situation, EX Hammer, which continues my combo.
Oh!
Or
you can
I
do the whole fucking thing and then cancel into something else?
You can do 4 command grabs in one combo. You can do 4
Jesus
stabby stab
Christ.
stabs. I mean, granted, that's using all your meter, but
right.
Still, dude.
That's crazy.
I mean, it's crazy and it's awesome. I'm so happy about this buff. So, let's say you're doing back 2. You run up for a stabby stab stab. You can go into EX Hammer and do another stabby stab stab, and then cancel it into Hammer. You'll always cancel your final stabby stab stab with a hammer. Because A, the damage is great, but B, you get that hard knockdown. You can actually do a slide if you're fast enough to reverse the inputs of the person's wake up. It's really good. So
it sounds
every
really
combo
good.
he has is going to be a guaranteed hard knockdown now. The momentum on Cryo is unbelievable. Could not be happier with this buff. This is why the damage had to be reduced. On stabby stab stab.
Right.
So, God, it just... I can't wait till we play a set, dude. Like, if I'm ever able to hit you, you're gonna see the
terrifying.
coolest combos. No, it's fantastic. So, yeah, this is great, dude. And also, the coolest thing about not by far not the coolest thing about it, but a great thing about it is Hammer non-EX Hammer now has utility. You will now see hammers. You never saw non-EX Hammer. You never saw vanilla Hammer.
Yeah.
Previously, there was no point. You know, the combo potential wasn't there. And the damage for the startup just wasn't worth it in footsies. So this is really cool. So what do you got next one? What do you got for the next one, Django?
That's it for Cryomancer, I think. So let's talk about Unbreakable.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That is true. Yeah.
Unbreakable, the one that we both use all the time. The one that everybody uses. It's the only obvious choice for Sub-Zero, I believe, is Unbreakable.
It is the most popular one. It is by far. You don't even see, like, Grandmaster in tournament. Like, no one even uses it.
Oh, I completely forgot this move even existed whenever I was playing with Unbreakable the other day. They changed the input of Frozen Aura and Ice Aura to down away forward kick, which is down back 3.
Yes, indeed.
That's cool. That's good.
Yeah, I mean...
Like I said, I forgot that even existed.
See, that's all I do in Unbreakable. When I play Unbreakable, I don't even bother with a shield. I am armoring it up. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah, you should do that. I'm dumb. Because I was playing him and I'm like, okay, so he's still, like, basically the exact same as Grandmaster, except he has the counter instead of the thing now. Because they both have the Frost Bomb.
Yeah.
But no, he has the Frozen Aura. He has the Ice Armor. He has the Glacius move. That's cool.
He actually didn't have the Ice Bomb before, or the
No,
Ice
he
Grenade.
didn't. He did not. So that was like the biggest reason why I didn't want to play Unbreakable, besides all the other ones. But I was just like, why is this move in the other 2 variations and not in this one? Like, if you're gonna take it away from a variation, take it away from Cryomancer. But because that seems like a really defensive move to me, the Frost Bomb, and that's a offensive variation, so that would kind of make sense. Hey, I'm just saying, if you're gonna take it out of
No, I see what you're saying. I feel like every variation needs to be somewhat rounded, just a little bit. I feel like every character should have a decent anti-air, so I'm glad it's there for sure. And I don't care when anyone says the fucking 14 frame uppercut is not that great of an anti-air. I don't care when anyone says
the golf club.
Yeah, I don't think the Happy Gilmore's that good. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it's better than what a lot of characters have.
Online, it's really good.
Online, I get kicked in the face, dude. It's not that good online.
Dude, oh god. I have lost matches to just nothing but that fucking thing. Maybe that's my fault.
Dude, I have fucking done it like full screen before the jump even went off the ground. I still got kicked in the face, dude. Like, it's not good.
You're not doing it scrubby enough. You gotta scrub up, dude.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point, actually.
Okay, so yeah, he's got they changed the input for the ice armor. That's good. I guess it's good. I don't know what it was before, but cool. And you can execute the Ice Burst and Frost Bomb. There it is. Ice Burst, Frost Bomb. Shitty names. Why not just... That's two completely different words for both things. It's stupid.
Yeah, I agree.
But he has it.
On all accounts.
He has it. Seems like a no-brainer. Better late than never.
And that's why they changed the input, because that was the input for Ice Armor before.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense then. What do we have? Ice Burst, Frost Bomb do additional while frozen. That's cool.
That is really cool. That is
because
awesome.
That's one of my favorite uses for that in Grandmaster, is shattering the clone with it. Because that does like a raw-ass 12% damage. And it has pretty good range. I really am a big fan of that. So that makes sense. That's cool. And also you get the brutality if you win with that in Grandmaster. What did we just do? Ice Burst. Activating Frozen Aura no longer triggers Auto Block, which can allow some combos to continue. Okay. Yeah, I remember that. That was on the stream. That's good shit.
Could you explain that to me? I'm not really sure I understand what that means.
Well, before, like, if you tried to, like, cancel your combo into Frozen Aura, I guess like you would do, like, Liu Kang's Flame Fist or something. Combo, cancel it into Aura, it would trigger an Auto Block, which would end the combo. But now, that doesn't happen.
That's good. That's a good change.
That is good. Ice Aura has 16 less recovery frames. Also very, very good.
That is his EX one, by the way.
Ice Aura. You are right. Not Frozen. Okay. Well, that's still good.
It's not just good, man. It's unbelievable. Because what he can do is, I would say like half his chains can now cancel into Ice Aura, and on hit, he can continue the combo. So I could do back 1-2 Ice Aura and do another back 1-2, that'll combo into 4 hits and beyond. Of course, obviously, you'll cancel into an Ice Ball, but...
And that's 1 meter?
That is 1 meter. But remember, after the combo, you now take less damage, so it's never a waste. Like, it's never a bad idea. Honestly, before this character even had things... I was doing like full screen Ice Aura just because it was good, No,
yeah, you should. Like, there's no reason not to. It's like Glacius with the hail with the thing.
Exactly.
If you can get it out, get it fucking out.
I really never used the non-EX one that much because I'm not really worried about chip damage.
The Aura?
Nah, the Frozen Aura as opposed to EX Ice Aura.
Oh, okay.
Or Ice Statue. It's all Ice Statue, but. The only time yeah, go on.
No, you go ahead.
Well, here's the thing. I only used EX Aura before. I never used regular Aura. Now I actually have a reason to use regular Aura because I do more damage on my Ice Grenade. So there's actually a good reason to use both.
Yeah, that's true. Well, and you can just put it in the middle of combos. That way you can have you can have one of the auras, either one of them, whenever you're done with your combo, instead of having to like get it knocked down and make yourself safe and apply it and then move back in.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's more logical for the whole design in general, and yeah, God, the swag combos people are doing. I mean, they're not doing any damage, but they look cool as hell. Like seeing Sub-Zero beat the shit out of a dude, and then Ice Aura, and then continue beating the shit out of a dude is just awesome. Like, they made this character more interesting. I haven't seen much of this. You know what? We got time. We got time.
I'm not worried about it. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna see it.
The thing is, we have time.
Well, time for what? What are you talking about?
I'm gonna send you a link. I want you to see this swag.
Okay. Live react.
We're not gonna jump online like right now.
Yeah, we're gonna jump online in the middle of the episode. The connection's gonna be fantastic.
All right, let me see if I can find it quick enough.
Well, while you do that, I'll cover the one Grandmaster tweak.
Do it.
Sub-Zero Grandmaster, we were all waiting for this. Tom Brady is rejoicing somewhere because NetherRealm Studios, after long last, has adjusted the validity check on the Ice Statue. Now, what this means is exactly what you think it means. Let us know in the comments what it means, please.
Yeah, someone help. Is there a help
Really?
button?
Like, I mean, NetherRealm Studios flat out called out. Paolo was taking shots at Tom Brady on the fucking stream because of Tom Brady's videos, and Tom Brady makes a lot of videos talking about the eye statue, but he's not wrong.
And then he takes him down.
Like, we've seen, was it Aaron Black, like, punch right through the statue and hit Sub-Zero. It's, like, loco. So,
And Devora as well.
Devora as well, yeah, all these guys. Maybe that's a little better now. I don't know. I haven't checked it. I haven't taken it to the lab. I'll pull up Tom Brady's channel later, and I'll see if he's probably still mad about something. I hope so. I never want a satisfied Tom Brady.
Yeah,
Sorry.
like rebellious Tom Brady is best Tom Brady, so.
It is.
Okay, got it.
Okay, what do you got?
It's 1 minute and 58 seconds.
Okay, this better be good.
I'm linking. Oh,
This better be good.
amazing. But while you're watching that, dude, I was just gonna say, I almost don't want to know what the change is. I almost don't want to know. Like, because if it's not good, I'd rather just be in the dark and try to use Grandmaster. I'd rather just kind of, like, wear the veil over my eyes and just enjoy the game.
Wait, where in
If it's
this
awesome-
video is the video?
Oh, it's,
I see it. I see an
did I link
11-minute video.
Oh, yeah, you want to go
You sent
1
me
minute
Aaron
and 58
Black
seconds.
shoots a mile in the air. When?
Yeah, 1 minute and 58 seconds in the video.
Okay, 150. Here we go. Okay. Let's see this.
Everyone be silent.
Jesus, it just keeps going. It looks good.
It looks swag.
It looks
the
really
damage
good.
isn't there, but it's still cool as fuck. Like Unbreakable was boring. That was the problem with it. Like, it wasn't like hype.
This looks
to look
broken.
at.
Like if you're not looking at the if you're not looking at the damage, this looks broken.
And it's very useful. Like, it's ridiculous. I mean, damage aside, like, this is going to help out the variation so much. Like, I still don't know if it puts him above Grandmaster. I still feel like there's a big, useful element we're overlooking, and there's something dumb about Unbreakable that we just haven't found yet. This can't be as innocent as people are saying it is. People are like, oh, this isn't really going to help the variation. I have a feeling something evil and tentacly is hiding beneath the water surface here. So that's what we're going to find out. That we're going to let time do its thing.
I hope so.
Yeah, because it looks ridiculous, dude. But anywho,
This looks crazy.
It looks fun, dude. Does it not look fun?
No, yeah, it looks fucking awesome. But there's a thing, like, I kind of wonder if, like, this probably isn't true, but, maybe. Because they did, take a shot at Tom Brady. They buffed the other two variations pretty good. So it's like, Sub-Zero seems like a really good character right now. It's a good time to be a Sub-Zero player, but they buffed the other ones that he doesn't use. I don't know.
I think the tragedy of it is, the fact of the matter is, Tom Brady doesn't give a shit about Sub-Zero. He mains clone. He doesn't care about Sub-Zero. He mains the clone. So it's all about the clone to him. So I think that's the real problem. But in MK9, he was complaining that he had, like, no offensive options against zoners. So what do you want? You know?
He wants
you want
everything.
A clone and offensive options? Yeah.
Yes,
so-
he wants Cryomancer to have a clone, and I do too.
Oh, cool! I got a message from Cyborg. Hey, Cyborg.
But yeah, I guess that's Sub-Zero.
Yeah. Gosh, I don't even know. Like, I mean, that's the character that I felt the strongest about in terms of the changes. Reptile got better, but I don't fucking want to go through all these changes, dude. I don't even know what they mean.
And I haven't played Takeda, and they buffed his other two variations more than Shirai Ryu, which I want to try them. I want to try Ronin, and Lasher got a really good, like, jumping move.
I'm kind of surprised you don't main Lasher, because isn't Omega Red your inspiration for using Takeda?
It's one of them, but, like...
Is Ralph Macchio the other?
Obviously.
Of course.
But, like, the problem with Lasher that I have is he doesn't have the teleport. And I like the teleport.
Yeah, you do like the teleport.
I do like the teleport.
I have seen you like the teleport. I would say we can't go through all the buffs, but I would say my favorite buff, even probably more so than the Sub-Zero Cryo and Unbreakable buffs, is Ermac's Mystic buff. He can now cancel into fly and keep doing his combo. He has a chain that now works after the fly cancel.
Yep.
That is cool. Like, that is really fucking cool. I would still say, like, it's my favorite buff. I would say Unbreakable, even before the patch, was kind of my favorite variation in the game. Because I just like the idea of Sub-Zero creating a shield. Like, why is that so cool? The only thing Unbreakable's missing right now is a hypercharging star. If he had that, like, that would be the sickest shit ever, but that may take... A hypercharging star?
What is that?
That is Captain America's hyper move in Marvel vs. Capcom 1.
Oh, okay.
That's what we need. We need more of that, but...
Okay.
Yeah, Aaron Black, a gunslinger, got a lot better, so you can actually use the hat now. That's cool.
Yeah, that's what everyone's talking about.
It's the only reason I wanted to use that fucking character was the hat, so when I saw him flipping coins and bullshit, I was like, whatever, man.
And now that's always an overhead.
Yes. I haven't tried it. I actually don't know how good it is. I haven't even seen other people talk about trying it, so I don't know where it stands, but it sounds cool.
I'm happy that Predator didn't get too nerfed, as has happened for, like, almost every other, DLC character in the patch following their release. I guess it didn't happen too much with Trimmer, either.
Yeah, I haven't really looked over the Tremor changes, but I don't really know what Tremor was like before the patch. You know, there was as the audience probably knows, I haven't been able to play a lot of Mortal Kombat lately, and honestly, I've been a little emo about the game, so I've given myself some space, and yeah, now that's going to change. I'm trying to play a lot more. I'm actually playing a lot more games now. Me and Cyborg have been playing a fuck ton of Halo, so that's been fun. Terrible for my self-esteem, but still very fun. Cyborg's good at Halo. I don't know if
I've heard him say a million times that he's good at Halo, and I always believed him. So
it's crazy. We'll do 2-on-2 matches, and I am so bad. So it's like either I get better or he's training with weights. That's how it works now when we do 2-on-2. And
right.
Yeah, like I said, I'm getting better. Like he's really kind of showing me the ropes, and I'm improving slowly, but my fundamentals aren't there yet. It's going to take some time.
You guys can do it. You can do it. You can level up.
Well, you're Mr. Xbox. Why don't you join us, man?
Because it's a first-person shooter.
Yeah, that's what I said initially, but I guess Halo's kind of... I have a history with it anyway. I never played it competitively, but I played with a lot of friends. And those guys were good. I was not. I was all tank and shotgun, but...
Like, I said this on one of those Nethercast, or what was it? Graveyard shifts that we did. I don't know if I've ever played Halo ever. I could be wrong. I probably have, but... I don't remember it.
Well, there's never been a better time. You can now buy the collection and have all 4 games. You can buy them for like $15.99 from a street child. You can just play it all now. You can do everything now.
And I have friends that would be very happy because it's like, finally, I'm playing, games that old men don't play. Because usually I'm playing like either 2D-ass fighting games or like platformers. And those two are pretty much the only genres that I play. So I should move on.
Yeah, well, there's no reason you can't have the best of both worlds, right?
In theory.
Well, we should probably talk about the most important part of the patch.
What's that?
The option selects are gone.
Oh yeah, they're not there anymore.
Yeah, at least the most obnoxious ones. I'm not aware of others, but that's really good news. I always thought that was dumb, having to balance a game around an unintended option select. It affects the meter game so much. I wanted it gone so bad.
No, that seems like most people were happy with that, so that's good.
Yeah, I mean, I thought if they were going to get rid of them, they would have done it like in June. So I was really surprised they did it. I thought this was reality. I thought we were just going to live with this shit.
Paolo changed his mind. Or, wait, Paolo or Carlos? Who is it?
Paulo. I think it's Paulo.
Paulo. He changed his mind.
Carlos Pacina is the motion capture guy.
I was thinking of... Who is that
Mencia?
other guy? No, not that guy. No one is ever talking about that guy anymore. Who is that other guy? I can see his face here in my room. No, I don't know who that guy was. It doesn't matter. Paolo. He changed his mind. It's all good.
Okay.
I see that they normalized that great verb that NetherRealm Studios loves. How far some characters get pushed back on stumble block animations. That sounds good.
Jackie got buffed.
Oh yeah, that's like the one character I've been asking to get nerfed.
I have never played in memory any Jackie ever, so I don't know. I have no opinion.
Every time I say that she needs a nerf, it's only because I play online, and it's said most of the time in jest. Now, having said that, just nerf her, NetherRealm. Like, Jesus Christ, she's ridiculous. Best character in the game.
I don't know. Like, that's how I feel about fucking Neutral Jump Punch Takeda. I hate that Neutral Jump Punch. I think the day you beat my meaty chain combo with Wake Up Neutral Jump Punch, my soul just broke in, like, pieces like that. I was like, how? How is this a thing?
I think you're underestimating my NJP. Because I don't just throw it out willy-nilly. Sometimes I do. But I only do that if I'm pretty sure that I can. But a lot of the time it's me waiting to see when I can do it, and then I do it.
No, I'm not trying to take away any credibility from you.
Sometimes it's random. I'm not going to say, like, I'm just, you know.
It's not random unless it's random.
It's not. That's exactly the truth. Well put.
It's just, that character is such a natural counterpick to me, because I like pressing buttons and I like going in. And
yeah, I don't like doing that.
Like, they should change it. Like, whenever he does the input for Neutral Jump Punch, he just takes damage. The game's just like, no. No, this is me being a scrub, because there's a lot of players that are not nearly as good as me who have no problem with it. It's hard. It's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Why is Cassie getting buffs? I'm sorry, go on.
No. We can talk about Cassie. That's good.
Why does Cassie Brawler need a fucking buff? Are you serious?
She was so low tier, don't you know?
She was dumb. Her hair is dumb. Her sunglasses are dumb. Her mother
is not dumb.
Sonya is dumb. And the selfie's okay. Yeah, I know you're right.
No, Sonya's pretty dumb though. I don't like
Sonya's stupid. Fuck Sonya.
She probably got some buffs.
Ferritor got buffs, which...
Yeah, Ferritor did.
I think that's questionable, honestly.
But we don't see Ferritor, so, like, hopefully that might change. Probably won't. Goro got some buffs. I hope to see him sometime.
I love that derp face he's making in the fucking Event Hub's patch screen. It's so happy and derpy. I love it.
Love that guy.
It's like he's watching a kitten video on fucking YouTube. I love that face, dude.
Did Devora get buffed?
I don't know. I don't even know if Devora's on this list. Yeah, she is.
No, she's on here, but...
You know what? This goes into Grandmaster territory. I don't want to know. I don't even want to know.
I know, you hate Devora.
Well, actually, from a gameplay perspective, I don't mind her that much. Like, me and Praetor used to play Devora all the time, in sets, and now my stick is broken. I can't play on PS4 anymore, but, yeah, just, it looks like a lot of things happened to her.
Some stuff
if people want us to talk about it, we'll talk about it next time. Do you want to talk about Devora?
I don't have anything to say about Devora. Listen, in the past 2 months, I've played, I think, one online match in MKX, and I won, and so I was like, that's good. I'm good. And it was against a Quan Chi, so I felt extra good. Because fuck Quan Chi. I hate playing against Quan Chi.
Yeah, it's all I need to do is learn the matchup, but I hate him so much I don't even want to take him into training mode and learn the matchup. I don't.
And the guy online, this was like just a couple days ago. This was post patch, and he was like he was summoner, I think, but he was still doing like the Quan Chi thing.
You mean sorcerer?
Maybe it was sorcerer.
Sorcerer is the portal one.
Whatever, he was trancing me over and over again.
That is true. He does have trance in all variations.
And he had a bat. He had the fucking bat.
Oh, like the winged animal. I thought he meant like baseball.
No, that's not him.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
rival schools. Okay. Yeah.
he had the winged non-rodent, because these bats aren't rodents. I learned that
No,
from
they're
Batman
not.
3. Yeah, so yeah, he was doing that shit, and then I came back and beat him. I thought I was gonna lose. It was good. Haven't played since. I need to play some more. That's my point to that whole thing. I need to play some more.
There's only one more character I really want to talk about.
And that is Johnny Cage.
We can, but that wasn't the character.
Is it Raiden?
No.
Who is it?
Let me give you a hint. A community is about to get blown up.
Oh, you want to talk about Kano?
Yes, I want to talk about Kano.
Okay, let's talk about Kano.
What the fuck happened? Why is this character so much better?
I don't know. Tell me. I haven't heard anything. I don't actually know.
Here's my thing, okay? Like, did he need buffs? Probably. He probably needed some buffs, but I think this is ridiculous. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's still bottom 10. But the character was clearly viable. Clearly viable, and this is from the words of Kano players. Kano players have told me this, that he was viable pre-patch. Here's why the Kano community is getting blown up. Because they didn't want him to get buffed because he was bottom 5. They wanted him to be buffed so he could be, and I quote, tournament relevant. This is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. This pisses me off. You don't want to play your character in tournament. You want to stay home and watch other people play your character in tournament. And if your character doesn't get buffed, you won't get to see your own character on Twitch. Fuck that noise. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I'm fucking sorry. This is a bad attitude. This is the stuff that gives NetherRealm Studios a bad name. This is the stuff that gives TYM a bad name. Tournament relevant? Are you fucking serious? They didn't need to buff Ermac to make him tournament relevant. He was probably bottom 10. Probably. Even if he's bottom 15. Was Kano bottom 15? Nightwolf fucking beat CD Jr. in final round. He was far worse than fucking pre-patch August 31st Kano. What? You know what? Maybe he deserves the buffs. I could be wrong about that. I am not a proficient Kano player. I just don't like that attitude. I don't like the attitude. I want my character to be tournament relevant. If you want your character to be tournament relevant, go to tournaments and play as Kano. That's all you have. I'm done. Next topic.
Why are you done? This is the best part.
Ugh. Just...
You should do that for another hour. This is pretty good.
No other community does this shit. No one says buff Vega so he can be tournament relevant. No one does this shit but us. And I just feel like the patches have spoiled us. I feel like the patches could be a very good thing if done right. I feel like they were done 17% right for the case of MKX. There was a little bit of right, a lot of wrong in my opinion.
This is an interesting thing. I felt this way in Injustice with Nightwing, but I didn't say it.
Because you know what it sounds like. You know.
Yeah, it's dumb. Like, I'm not going to go to a tournament, but if I tune into one, it would be cool to see Nightwing sometime.
I mean, we saw him lose.
We did. We saw him pop up. Whoa, someone's playing okay, next match. That's cool.
And really the only hype thing was was it going to be the alternate or the primary costume? That was the most hype thing about Tournament Nightwing. Although, to be fair, Lord of the Fly, I think, got a convincing top 8 with Nightwing near the end of the Injustice run. I think so.
I was always looking for the skill of the stance changes. Like, if somebody could pull off some swag stance changes, like mid-combo,
yeah,
I got hype.
Yeah, and honestly, he's a great character to watch. He's a really interesting melee character to watch.
It's too bad you've never seen my Nightwing.
Well, it's not too late. We can play some PS4 Injustice.
I don't have a PlayStation 4.
Well, then that's going to be a problem, isn't it?
I have Injustice on the 360, a proper grown-up console.
I do have Injustice on the 360, but my PS4 stick broke, which was also my Xbox 360 stick, so... although I don't know why I said let's play on PS4. That wasn't going to happen either, I guess. But actually, I really like Injustice, too. We should play it sometime once I get a new arcade stick.
I love Injustice, and I still love it. I don't care.
Yeah, we'll play some PS4 Injustice. It'll be great.
I don't have a PlayStation 4. I can't play Injustice. I can't play Until Dawn. I'm behind everybody.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
All right. Are we on to Combat Pack 2 now?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Okay, how do you feel about Combat Pack 2?
I don't think it's Combat Pack 2. I don't think we have any reason to believe it's Combat Pack 2.
Oh, well, if it's not that, then what is it?
I think it's going to be an expansion. I don't know if they're going to call it Ultimate MKX or if they're going to call it, like, you know, Hyper Castlevania Blood Death Chalice 2016. Ooh, but whatever
I love that game.
I don't know what they're going to call it, but I don't think we're getting just 4 characters. I don't think that's logical. Because for one thing, yeah, go on.
Well, no, Ed Boon was also basically laying on Front Street. There's also going to be another stage.
Yeah, those are
He pretty much said that there's going to be a pit. Like, there's going to be a pit that's going to be around the same time. I
have a feeling we're going to get more than one stage. We're going to get more than 2 costumes. I have a feeling that's what we're going to get.
That'd be
awesome. And when I brought this up in the forum, someone said that when I said I think we're getting more than 4 characters, someone responded saying the press release said 4 characters. And I responded with, well, no, it didn't. IGN and GameSpot had the press release. Neither one of them labeled the amount of characters being released. That tells me that either there's going to be more characters, or that tells me, which I think the second one's the more likely situation, they don't know. They have no idea. They have not decided. This is very last minute, and they just now decided they want to make more money. That's what I think's really going on. That's why they didn't specify.
That I definitely agree with that. I definitely think that they were balls deep into whatever their next game was, and which is probably Injustice 2. And Warner Brothers was like, this game is still the best-selling game of 2015, so make more money off of it. And it could be what you're saying. They could just be waiting instead of, hey, why, put up another combat pack when we could repackage the entire game and sell it again with some new characters.
I'd be down for that. And if it's like Ultra Street Fighter 4, then that's only going to be like $15, $15 to $20. So even though the combat pack itself was $30, but
right.
We'll worry about that when we get there. But
I'll still buy it.
The story keeps going, though. The legend continues. After I wrote that, and because Warbro666 wasn't going off nothing. He was going off the forum post, and our buddy Kenshi Master linked that for me, and that comes from NRS Lanny, who is an elder god of the forum, who says he does specify. He does specify 4 characters. Let me see what the exact verbiage is.
Is that Tyler Lansdowne?
I think so.
Lanny,
I imagine.
On Twitter, Lanny, and on the Xboxes, Lanny is Tyler Lansdowne.
And he does definitely specify... Well, actually... Yeah, the new content will be 4 new playable characters, skins, a new environment, all of which will be available first half of 2016. They don't even say first quarter, they say first half. That's already assigned to. But here's the thing, here's the difference. This is not the press release. This is NRS Lanny. I think you're right. I think it is Tyler Lansdowne. Basically saying that there's going to be 4 characters, skins, and a new environment. So, why say that in the forum post than the official press release? Here's my logic. I think the reason why I specified 4 here, and the reason why there's not 4 in the press release, is because this was posted after the silhouettes were revealed. So he's not saying 4 characters because there's only 4 characters. He's saying 4 characters because that's the number at least we're going to get with the silhouettes. That's what I think is going on here. Now, why this would be heavier confirmation of 4 characters and the ambiguity of the press release, I don't know why this wouldn't negate the ambiguity of the press release. I guess that's what I'm saying. But Kenshi Master did go on, because we also talked about Bo Right Show. He does bring up the sleeve. I'm going to be honest with you, the neck still kind of looks wrong to me. The neck in proportion to the shoulders looks off. I still think it's Rain, but he brings up a good point. Like, that sleeve does look like Bo Right Show's.
I thought it was Michael Myers. Nope, I thought it was Leatherface.
Oh, you're talking about the Sweet Tooth looking silhouette, I think.
I'm talking about the one on the far right.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
He looked fat, so I thought it was Leatherface.
Well, I mean, the collar looks like Rain's to me, and Rain has almost the same ponytail thing going on, so...
Okay.
I just think the neck looks too small, but we'll go over that in the Nethercast as well. And we should get you back on Nethercast pretty soon. It's been a while.
It'll happen.
Yeah, we'll get something worked out. So, what do you think we're getting? And do you think it's going to be just 4 characters? What do you think?
I think that, considering my track record for predicting what's going to happen, I am going to expect exactly what they say in black and white and nothing else.
But they said nothing. They said nothing. Like,
Okay. Well, even though that's true, there's 4 silhouettes in the thing and a stage that Ed Boon talked about. So that's what I'm gonna assume there is.
Do you think one of them is Fujin?
Oh God, why do you do this to me? I don't.
Because it's a Warrior Shrine tradition. We always complain about Fujin. We have to complain about Fujin.
I've complained so much about Fujin, and I don't think that they want to put Fujin in the game.
That's a fair response. Do you think they will, though? I'm not asking what you hope. I'm asking what you think. Do you think they will?
If I had to pick one, like yes or no, is he going to be in there? I would probably say no. But I don't know. That's just like a 50-50 guess, so I don't know.
I'm only saying yes because...
that also depends on whether or not there's another guest character included.
I mean, Kane said it best. If you flip a coin enough times, eventually it's going to land on its side. So how many times can they exclude Fujin? Yeah, go on.
I was trying to run through my head of all the Kanes that I know. I know that Kane.
Yeah, he's a good Kane. He's probably the best Kane. Is there a better Kane?
No. I don't know. I don't know all the Kanes.
Is there a second best Kane?
There's the one in the Bible that killed his bro.
He's alright. He's like mid-tier.
You're right. No, yeah, he wasn't like a demigod vampire. What are we talking about? Kane's badass. Okay, cool.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't want to hope.
You don't want to close your eyes. You don't want to fall asleep.
Listen, I want to believe, but I don't know. And I think that there'll probably be another guest character because I'm pretty sure those did pretty well. People seem to really like Predator and Jason, so if there is another guest character, then that just makes Fujin's odds even lower. But then it's like, who else is going to be in there? There's going to be a fucking ninja. At least one. So does that mean, is it going to be Rain, is it going to be Smoke, or is it going to be Noob? It's going to be one of those 3.
Everyone thinks the one on the left is a ninja. It looks more like Deception Noob Saibot to me, but it could be Smoke. It could be a redesigned Smoke. Could be a redesigned Chameleon for all we know. I mean, it's just... That's why...
They're not going to do Chameleon. Come on.
Yeah, I know, but that's why I was so pissed.
Do you want Chameleon?
Well, of course I'm not over like my favorite characters, but I actually like Chameleon.
Would you want Chameleon over Smoke?
No, I wouldn't. You'd probably be like my number 8.
Okay.
Yeah, but I really do like him. But they have to do him right. That's the thing. I want Chameleon done right. I don't want the same old fucking Chameleon. I want a developed Chameleon.
Yeah.
I want him to be like Q from Star Trek. And I know that's not going to happen.
Not from Third Strike.
Well, no, both. It actually more so Third Strike. We talked about this in the Nethercast.
We did.
That's what Chameleon is to me, dude. He's fucking Q from Third Strike. I think that's cool if they do it. So far, they haven't really done that. So far, he's basically a trilogy character through and through with no meaning or representation, so...
I think it's either going to be Smoke or Noob. If I had to guess between those two, I might have to go with Noob. I think people like Noob for some reason. Probably because he's super shadowy and cool.
Well, he won the Event Hubs poll. He won, like, the poll.
Oh, didn't know that.
Yeah, and I honestly think because of Smoke's tournament presence and the fact that he's now the Enenra, then I think that helps his odds quite a bit.
It does. But I think it's between those two. But then again, they already have Rain, like, kind of done, but not really done. So.
Well, with variations, you can do Noob Smoke really well. Like, one Smoke, one Noob, and then the Noob Smoke being the third variation. Like, I think that would be interesting, at least.
That would be interesting. We could get Noob Smoke that way, and then we could get all 3 cyborgs with a single cyborg.
Have you heard Cyborg's rant about that?
I have not.
He fucking blew up on the Nethercast about that shit. Like, we didn't blow up, but he was just like, no, fuck that. That is the worst idea ever. And I see where he's coming from, but, I mean, I just don't know what we're going to get in MK11. So, if we don't get them now, we may not get them at all. I just feel like we gotta take what we can get at this point. But he said he'd rather them not be in the game, and I totally empathize with that. That's how I felt in MK6 when Noob Smoke came out. I was like, I wish he wasn't even in the fucking game. So...
But Noob Smoke was kind of cool.
Nah, not if you're a Smoke fan. If you're a Noob fan, he's great, but Smoke was a little bitch. Okay. Smoke was a fucking prison cell bitch.
Well, yeah, he was definitely the lackey of the pair, but I mean, the gameplay was as good as fucking 3D era gameplay could be, I guess.
For one of his special moves, Smoke farted. Like, what? Who wins? Like,
let's not go down a 3D era gameplay thing. I hate that. Yeah, those games piss me off.
Let's detour. Let's turn back. Let's see who we.
I think I would be okay with a 3-way cyborg. I think it could be done, especially with yeah, it sounds funny.
I was 12 years old for a second there. Yeah, go on. Yeah, continue.
No, I think that Trimmer's variations have some pretty extreme, differences. If you want to lay in hard with the different variations, if NetherRealm wanted to, they could with the cyborgs, and I would be okay with it.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, it just depends. Like, if Cyrax is a possibility in the future, I'd be very much down with waiting and not doing that. But if Cyrax is done, then this may be our last chance. So I don't know, dude. I just don't know. But anyway, that covers all my thoughts for Ultimate Combat Pack 2. What do you got any thoughts?
No, that's it.
All right, well, now for the main topic.
Sonic Fox versus PL. What the fuck happened?
First of all, let's start with you. Have you seen it?
No, I know nothing.
Okay.
I mean, I know that it happened. That's all I know.
Then what we're going to do is I'm going to ask you what you think the score was.
The score? Well, was it like a best of anything?
1st to 10.
A 1st to 10? Oh, man. Was it? This was a money match, wasn't it?
Yes, for $100.
Oh, for $100. That's laughable.
Right. Considering that Sonic Fox is fucking Scrooge McDuck at this point, so yeah.
That's what I heard. Okay, now it's all coming back to me. I think I watched the Avoiding the Puddle where they were talking about this before it happened, and they were just like, Sonic Fox should win and then give him the $100. Oh man, it was a 1st to 10. I think Sonic Fox won. Let me just say that. But I honestly don't even know who PL is playing. Is he playing Kung Lao?
He played Kung Lao the whole time.
Okay.
He did, well, go on.
Well, I don't know. I think that I want to say it was a shutout. Sonic Fox just blew him up.
What's the score?
It was, let's say, it was, I don't know, 10-1.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
Okay. In a 1st to 10, Sonic Fox beat Perfect Legend 13-0.
Wow.
Basically what happened is Sonic Fox popped off.
Yeah.
Perfect Legend tried to counter pop off. He tried to do like a pop off breaker.
Okay.
And then he called out Sonic Fox for using Katana instead of Aaron Black. After that, Biggie ripped the microphone from fucking Perfect Legend's hands after Sonic Fox beat him 10-0, and Perfect E said, best of 5. Aaron Black versus PL. Let's go. And Sonic Fox fucking buyed him 3 more matches, dude. It was brutal.
So that was a best of 5.
Yes. So
okay.
13-0 was the final score of the 1st to 10 Perfect Legend versus Sonic Fox money match exhibition.
Okay, see, that's kind of what I expected. But worse. Way worse. That's way worse. Like, damn, that's gotta suck for PL though, man.
Yeah, it's
because for a minute he was like the super hot shit,
and fucking like, Arturo was on commentary while he was doing the counter pop-off, being like, PL, you gotta stop, dude. You gotta stop before it's too late. And then it was too late. And then the 3-5 happened, or the best of 5 happened. And, oh, man. I do feel bad for PL, but I hope he took something from this. I really hope he took something from this, dude.
Stick to ESL?
No. The opposite. Come to tournaments and practice with human beings.
Okay, well, it depends on your perspective.
Yeah, get away from the internet monsters. Get away from the internet monsters, my gosh.
Yes, that's probably good if you want to level up and be, not where he is right now. That's the obvious good advice. But if you want to stay winning sometimes, maybe you want to stay online. I don't know.
I don't know. How
did this come about, though? I'm assuming PL had to challenge Sonic Fox.
It was a Twitter fight. They had a Twitter fight.
PL's got to stop doing that shit, man.
Yeah, no, he's got to... He's got to go into, like, a fucking, like... I don't know.
Well, that's the thing.
Walls, something.
I've said this before. I don't think PL is anywhere near as good with a post-Injustice NRS fighting game. Like... MK9 feels way different than either MKX or Injustice did. And I still think MKX feels way more similar to Injustice than it does MK9. So I don't know how awesome PL is at a NRS game outside of like dash blocking and shit.
I mean, let me put it this way. I would still watch the money match if I were you, because to be honest with you, PL wasn't free. He was playing really well.
13-0 sounds pretty damn free, dude.
If you saw the rounds, dude, he was making some really good decisions, but Sonic Fox is Sonic Fox. You can't just beat him with good decisions.
The thing. Like, yeah, PL is a good player. He is good, but as far as like being like the big shit, like even if Sonic Fox was an issue or wasn't around, like I still don't think PL would be dominating like he did MK9.
I think he might, dude, because he really is talented.
Really, with like Yomi and all that shit?
I think if he was in Yomi, he'd be top 3. I really do believe that.
Maybe if he was in Yomi, but
yes.
I mean, saying like he had to compete with Yomi.
But I think that's true of everyone, though. If you're not in Yomi, you have to either be... You have to be like one of the tops. You have to be like a Foxy Grandpa. Or you have to be a Milky Situation. Man, that's a weird sentence.
But that's the thing, though. Like, even up against those other guys, I don't know if PL could still dominate like he did back then.
To beat a monster, you have to become a monster. So you're right. If he doesn't join Yomi, I think he is going to struggle. But if he did join Yomi, if he fucking took the first plane out of Ohio to Georgia, I think he'd be lethal. Possibly even the best once again.
Well, I mean, he would be better. Like, yeah, no doubt training with the Yomi guys would be better than training with dudes online. I don't know, man. I don't know if he can, if he's just, I don't know. I'm just talking out of my ass here, but it seemed like a lot of his skill came from the MK9 engine and dash blocking and everything that game gave you.
Well, yeah, he didn't have to play footsies. Sometimes he played,
he played Kung Lao. He was everywhere. He had dive kicks. He had teleports. You had Kung Lao in MK9, which was good.
And I mean, it's not an insult to say he didn't play footsies. Like, that's like, it's not an insult to say, like, MVC2 cable players didn't play footsies. That's not an insult. That's just the reality. No. That's how the character played.
Right.
Well, you were right, dude. You thought it was going to be bad, and it turned out worse. You thought you were getting Pauly Shore, instead you got Stephen Baldwin, so that's where we're at, man.
Not Stephen Baldwin.
No, yes, Stephen Baldwin.
Oh, man. Is he the worst Baldwin?
Oh, dude, really?
What about Billy?
I'm actually tight with Billy. Billy's alright.
Who's the youngest one?
I think it's Stephen.
Is it? Is Stephen the youngest one? Like the kind of blondish one?
Yeah, but honestly, dude, like Stephen Baldwin's done some cool shit. Like, he's not all Biodome. He did Usual Suspects, and he was good. Like, I actually think like his performance in Usual Suspects is really good. So
was he in Usual Suspects?
He was. I
gotta watch that movie again. All I remember is Benicio.
Yeah, the whole cast like is kind of like B-list supporting characters. I mean, Benicio climbed up into being the collector, obviously, but
Right.
because that's the biggest role he's ever done, clearly. Yeah.
Was he in Sin City movies?
Yeah, maybe. I don't remember.
Okay, possibly. Tell us in the comments, guys. Let's engage with our audience, Tim. Let's do it.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Exactly.
It's so like, I've never done that. Like, I feel so fake doing that. Like, I don't know why. I mean, it's like I want people to do all three of those things, but I feel like I don't know. Like, it's so because whenever I do these podcasts, I feel like I'm just chilling out with my friends. I don't feel like I'm doing a podcast. So it's like, if you were having beers with your buddies, would you ever take a moment to say like, comment, and subscribe?
Yes.
No,
I absolutely would. It's like, hey, this is all fun and games, but hold on. Let's do some other cool stuff too for a second.
It's a huge gear shift for me whenever I say something like that, but I think that pretty much covers everything. We do have guests coming on the horizon. We want to get Charbidus. I think I'm saying that right. Charbidus on. He's
that guy,
in a very different time zone. So we got to work out the details.
Where is he?
I want to say he's in Europe. I can't remember specifically where though.
Ooh.
I want to say maybe like. I won't feel bad if I'm wrong, but maybe like Eastern Europe.
Holy shit!
I'll have to double check.
Has he been on Netherkast?
No, he hasn't been on Nethercast.
Okay, all right, that's cool. Warrior Shrine worldwide.
Speaking of global, yeah. Speaking of Nethercast, Shadaloo is going to be a guest pretty soon too.
Is he?
He wants to talk about Street Fighter V, and I do too, honestly.
Speaking of worldwide.
Yeah, no. So me and Shadaloo were both really excited about Street Fighter V, and as far as I'm concerned, you are as well, right?
I am so hyped for that game, and it's especially astonishing considering I don't have a PlayStation 4.
Yeah, no, it's PC. You can play it on PC,
amazing.
right?
No, none of my PCs will run that.
Yeah, I can't even run Skullgirls on my PC, so.
But no, actually, there may be a PlayStation 4 sometime in my future. It's possible.
Nice. You should buy Rocket League and play games with me.
Rocket League looks good. I will play obviously that game when it comes out. Like, yeah, let's just leave it at that. That's cool. PlayStation 4 might happen. I'm not anti PlayStation. That's what I want to say. I'm not a fanboy.
I believe you.
That's it. Okay, that's cool. I feel like I might have put that off at some point because Cyborg's like, you're an Xbox guy, so why don't you play Xbox stuff? Which, it makes sense, but I don't play Xbox because of Xbox exclusives.
Well, I think people got the hint you were an Xbox fanboy when you said you didn't like Halo. I think that's when it kind of sunk in.
I hope so. Halo and Gears of War. Like, I'm not a big fan of either of those. I like Gears of War more than Halo, but still, either of them are just kind of, whatever.
It's so weird to me you don't like Halo. You seem like a guy who would love Halo.
What the fuck does that even mean?
I don't know.
All right.
I can't explain it. Like, I'm picturing you playing Halo right now.
You know what else it is? I'm not a huge sci-fi fan in general. So, it's hard to rope me in with the sci-fi premise. Like a really sci-fi, like Jurassic Park is sci-fi, and that's my favorite movie. But, yeah, I don't know.
Do you like Star Wars?
Yeah, casually, really casually.
Okay.
I don't do Star Trek at all. I saw the first new movie. It was fine, but meh.
Well, Into Darkness sucked huge balls, so you were good.
Did it? Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was horrible. Yeah, so I guess that covers all the topics. I don't think there's anything else we need to cover.
We wrapped up like 6 months of content just now. It's amazing. It's like we were never gone.
Yeah, no, it's we covered everything. Yeah.
What's on the horizon for MKX? Is there anything exciting going to happen in the future? In the near future, besides potential KP2?
A tournament just happened, but I missed it. I don't even remember the name of the tournament. Like, I missed all of it. And once I saw who won it, I didn't even care to watch the archives. Although, the winner was Dizzy. So I do want to watch that. I'm really curious to see how he played. But
was he playing Raiden?
I don't know. I actually don't know.
Interesting.
Very interesting, actually. So I probably want to see at least what character he used. Because if he won with post-patch Raiden, that's impressive. This is a really good situation, in my opinion. But I guess for the Horizon, news, just Ultimate KP2 news. That's all there really is right now.
Yeah, and that's not until next year.
Well, the news will be sooner, right? Right?
No, not necessarily. Do not get your hopes up whatsoever. Because everyone headed into that last fucking stream like, oh, we're getting news. And the next day people's like, oh, we're getting trailers. And I'm like, what are you talking about? No one said anything about any of that shit.
My friend Praetor said it best. They released a picture of 4 silhouettes, and then they said, tomorrow. What were people supposed to think? Like,
that's true, but listen, as soon as MKX came out, and that fucking random thing was just a random thing, I slammed the brakes on everything. Listen, unless it's set out right, I'm not gonna assume anything, because assuming makes you a shithead.
I think in this case it's on NetherRealm, it's on Warner Brothers, because if I go,
I'm not saying I'm not like defending them. I'm just saying my attitude about stuff.
My attitude is this: if it's my fucking birthday and I walk inside my house and there's a banner that says happy birthday and there's a giant fucking cake, and they tell me that no, this is not actually your birthday celebration, we were doing this for different reasons, I'd be pissed. Like, I'd be kind of pissed.
If my parents were like Ed Boon, I would be expecting it. I'd be like, what's the trick? What's up?
Fair,
what's the fucking catch? If he walks out with like an armful of presents and shit, I'd be like, what's the catch?
It's December 25th. He's like dressed up as a Santa costume, and all the boxes are empty. Just okay, fair. That is a very good counterpoint, and I accept it.
Man, fucking Ed Boon. But yeah, I guess that's everything.
What did you think of Armika?
Oh my god, Armika. That was like a boobs with moves.
See, I was thinking more of an ass with moves, but yeah, okay, different strokes.
Okay, well, no, you're right, because like her super was a ass double face.
It was an ass sandwich.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
Yeah, no, I think she looks really cool. It's just she's very.
Like she doesn't look bad, but I'm not like. She's not getting me hype. She's not what's going to get me hype about that game. So it's cool. Her moves look cool. She did a dangerous looking power bomb and a Stone Cold Stunner. So those are actual wrestling moves, kind of. I mean, they're fake wrestling moves, but you know what I mean. Yeah, no, I got you. I don't know. Like, I'm kind of glad that other body types are getting representation in fighting games, but I mean, you're not going to please everybody. Like that. I do like her like assist type gameplay with her partner. Her assist looks so bad though. Like, it's so generic and ugly looking. Like, has she been playable yet? I think she has. She has, yeah, because I know Gutex, I think, did a video of him playing Armika. Gutex. I'm a fan of Gutex. I'm cool. Oh yeah, he's the original. Really, I say he's the original Rose player. I'm not going to count Arturo, because Arturo mostly went sim, even when he was playing Rose. So I'm going to give it to Gutex. Gutex is the original Rose player. Well, no, maybe it's Luffy, because Luffy beat Daigo, I think, before cross counter really became a big thing. Before the Excellent Adventures became a really big thing. So maybe it's Luffy, I don't know. I have to think about that. But it's not you, Sabin. It is not you, Sabin. Much love, but it's not you, Sabin. I'm still waiting for a character that's going to get me super hyped for that game. Not that I'm not hyped, but I just want to see something. I want to see a Sean. I want to see. This isn't hype. I don't know why, but I'll still like it. Who's your favorite character who's not in the roster already? Who's your favorite? Akuma. Man, you're lame. I know, right? Like I said, that's not hype. I was about to say, like, this is not hype, but I want to see Akuma. He's in every game. I don't know why that's hype. Right. Akuma's cool. I honestly don't think he's going to be in the bottom 16. I don't think he's going to be in the initial 16 roster. He's never not been, has he? No, you're right. Like since he's been a character, he's always been in the initial. Yeah, I mean, hidden or not, you're right. He's always been there. I'm just Akuma'd out forever. See, like, I'm not, and I want to see a really cool like evolution of Akuma, and not Oni.
Yeah, that kind of pisses me off too. Why was Ryu's alt costume not his default? That was a great opportunity to really blow people's minds, and they fucked it up. But
Capcom's not into that though.
Yeah, well, dude, like Chun-Li's costume looks amazing. Her alt costume looks badass. Why? I don't know. They did such a good job on Ken and Vega, and
they did. Ken looks awesome, except for his hair is a little weird, but his design in general was really good.
Yeah, super modern looking. I love it. But yeah, we're gonna get Shadowloo on the show eventually. We're gonna go all Street Fighter V crazy, so I look forward to that.
That will be fun. But yeah, I guess that does it for this episode, right?
Yeah, thanks for listening, guys.
Yeah, thanks for listening. We'll see you sooner than a month, I promise. Later!
Lates.
Who will stop this carnage?